This narrative is set in April 1972, during the deadliest and most decisive phase of the Vietnam War. The North Vietnamese Army, NVA, had launched its intense counteroffensive, and every American mission was fraught with extreme risk. Lieutenant Colonel Iceal Gene Hambleton, one of the most seasoned navigators in U.S. Army aviation, was aboard an EB-66C Spartan reconnaissance aircraft. His mission was not merely a flight. His mind contained a mobile library of American electronic warfare codes and strategies developed during the Cold War. If this intelligence fell into enemy hands, the entire American war strategy would be severely compromised. The value of Hambleton was considered higher than the entire ongoing U.S. military campaign. Hambleton and his 5 crew members were at 30,000 feet when they heard a catastrophic explosion. The aircraft had been directly struck by an NVA SA-2 missile. The plane instantly turned into a massive fireball and began spiraling down. Hambleton pulled his ejection seat lever with all his might. Amidst the chaos, he heard the final broken screams of his crewmates over the headset. "We're going down! Goodbye." Hambleton was alone. He was descending by parachute into the most perilous area of North Vietnam, infamously known as Missile Valley. Just before hitting the ground, he managed to send one final weak code. BAT-21 safe. This is BAT-21. He crashed deep into the dense jungle. His leg was severely injured, and he knew he was completely surrounded by enemy forces actively hunting him. Retrieving this Army officer, dead or alive, immediately became a national priority. To rescue Hambleton, the entire U.S. Air Force, USAF, commitment was thrown into the fray. This mission officially became Operation BAT-21, transforming the airspace over Vietnam into a concentrated war zone for the next 12 days. On the very first day, an HH-53 Jolly Green Giant rescue helicopter sent to confirm Hambleton's approximate location came under furious enemy fire. Flight surgeon Dr. Hall bravely managed to land the helicopter and confirm Hambleton's signal, but another missile immediately destroyed the helicopter. This reckless initial rescue attempt resulted in the death of 6 American Air Force servicemen on the first day alone. The base commander had no choice but to issue a devastating order. "No more helicopters. The rescue cannot cost this much. We need an alternative ground plan." Hambleton was now completely isolated in the dense jungle. He understood that he bore the responsibility not only for his own life, but for the lives of the aviation pilots who were risking everything for him. He maintained continuous, minimal radio contact. Navy A-1 Skyraider pilot, Lieutenant Mr. B, took command of the aerial support. Mr. B, flying a slow but heavily armed aircraft, orbited above Hambleton. Since Hambleton lacked any covert signaling device, Mr. B and Hambleton developed an incredible secret code. Mr. B instructed him to communicate using the vocabulary of a golf course. Hambleton, an amateur golfer, began describing the jungle paths, rivers, and trees as golf holes, greens, and water hazards. This secret, mental game between the Navy aviator and the Army officer brilliantly confused enemy listening posts. Mr. B, continually risking his life, parachuted essential supplies, water, batteries, and a small pistol, to Hambleton daily. Every supply run saw his aircraft dodging missiles and anti-aircraft rounds, yet the enemy's net was tightening. During this time, numerous other USAF and Navy aircraft flying in search patterns sustained heavy damage. Several more American pilots were sacrificed in the attempt to find a safe way to extract him. After 10 days of continuous aerial searching and sacrifice, no secure air corridor could be established for Hambleton's retrieval. Finally, Army-Navy Special Forces were called in. The Navy launched one final, highly covert plan: 2 Navy SEALs would be inserted stealthily to reach Hambleton. Lieutenant Tommy Norris, a young and fearless Navy SEAL, was assigned this suicidal mission. Norris decided to penetrate the area alone via the river. Norris located Hambleton deep in the jungle. Hambleton was now emaciated and unable to walk due to his severe leg injury. The final extraction attempt began. The Air Force sent one last rescue helicopter. The enemy was fully alerted, and intense enemy fire erupted as the helicopter arrived. The brave helicopter pilot could only maintain a hover 15 feet above the ground. Norris had to hoist Hambleton onto his back and climb that 15-foot distance while a storm of bullets rained down around them. Using their last reserves of strength, Norris secured Hambleton to the hoist cables, and they were pulled to safety. Operation Bat-21 lasted 12 days. This impossible extraction cost the lives of nearly 10 American servicemen and multiple aircraft. Yet Lieutenant Colonel Hambleton was recovered alive, and his intelligence codes remained secure. Lieutenant Norris, for his incredible courage and perseverance, became the last SEAL of the Vietnam War to be awarded the Medal of Honor. This story stands as an enduring symbol of the cost of an Army officer's knowledge, the personal sacrifice of Navy pilots, and the unmatched resilience of the USAF Rescue Squadron.